A special thank you to each of our subscribers who make this channel possible. Here's today's story. Manila, a massive crowd gathered in the Philippine capital on Sunday, as thousands of members of the Iglesia Ni Cristo, Church of Christ, commenced a three-day rally to demand accountability in a flood control corruption scandal. This event marks the latest wave of public indignation over allegations of pervasive corruption that has implicated influential members of Congress and top government officials. The Philippines, frequently battered by typhoons, has seen a surge in protests following revelations that numerous flood defense projects across the country were either substandard, incomplete, or entirely non-existent. During Senate hearings and investigations by a fact-finding commission, testimonies from government engineers, public works officials, and construction executives have pointed fingers at members of Congress and officials from the Department of Public Works and Highways, claiming they received kickbacks from construction companies in exchange for lucrative contracts and evading accountability. Most of the accused have denied these allegations. According to police estimates, approximately 130,000 Iglesia Ni Cristo members gathered in Manila's Rizal Park by mid-afternoon, dressed in white and carrying placards denouncing corruption. Additional groups plan to hold a separate anti-corruption rally later on Sunday at the People Power Monument in suburban Quezon City. The Iglesia Ni Cristo has significant political influence, known for voting as a bloc that political candidates actively seek to court during election periods. Law enforcement, supported by the military, was placed on high alert, deploying thousands of personnel to ensure the weekend rallies proceeded without incident. However, a confidential security assessment indicated that the government anticipated peaceful demonstrations. In a previous anti-corruption demonstration on September 21st, a few hundred black-clad protesters clashed with police near the presidential palace, resulting in injuries to more than 100 officers. Criminal complaints have since been filed against 97 protesters. The presidential palace went on security lockdown over the weekend, with major access roads barricaded by anti-riot police forces, cargo containers, and barbed wire. National Police Chief Lieutenant General Jose Melencio Narvaez Jr. ordered law enforcement to exercise maximum tolerance during Sunday's rallies. Flood control is a particularly sensitive issue in the Philippines, one of the Asian countries most prone to deadly typhoons, flooding, and extreme weather. This month alone, 2 typhoons have left at least 259 dead, primarily from flash floods and landslides, forcing millions to evacuate. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has been working to quell public outrage and protests sparked by the scandal. On Thursday, he stated that many of the powerful senators, members of Congress, and wealthy businesspeople implicated in the scandal would face jail time by Christmas. Marcos noted that an independent fact-finding commission he established has already filed criminal complaints for graft and corruption against 37 suspects. Additionally, complaints have been filed against 86 construction company executives and 9 government officials for allegedly evading nearly 9 billion pesos, $152 million, in taxes. Among those accused are lawmakers both opposed to and allied with Marcos, including former House of Representatives Speaker Martin Romualdez, the president's cousin and a key ally, and former Senate President Chiz Escudero, both of whom have denied any wrongdoing. Senator Bongo, a key ally of former President Rodrigo Duterte, has also been implicated in corruption related to flood control and other infrastructure projects, though he has denied the allegations. Duterte, a vocal critic of Marcos, was detained by the International Criminal Court in the Netherlands in March for alleged crimes against humanity related to his brutal anti-drug campaign. His daughter, the current vice president, has called for Marcos to be held accountable and jailed for approving the 2025 national budget, which allocated billions for flood control projects. While there have been isolated calls for the military to withdraw support from Marcos, Armed Forces of the Philippines Chief of Staff General Romeo Brawner Jr. has firmly rejected such calls, assuring the public that the armed forces will uphold the Constitution. With full conviction, I assure the public that the armed forces will not engage in any action that violates the Constitution, Brawner stated. As the rally continues, the people of the Philippines are watching closely, hoping for accountability and justice in a system long plagued by corruption. That's all for this story. We upload videos every day covering many different subjects, so hit that subscribe button to stay informed. Thanks for watching.